This right here is God's new tefillin. It's called God's tefillin robe. Let's check out what's inside. So if we lay it straight down like this, we can see that there's 4 texts in here. The first one is Deuteronomy 6:4-9. It reads, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord alone. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home, and when you're away, when you lie down, and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on your doorposts of your house and on your gates." Now, let's dive deeper into what this means. What I just read in Deuteronomy 6:4-9 talks about love. It says, "The Lord is our God, the Lord alone. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might." It clearly says that we should love our one God with all of our heart. We love our God so much that we teach His teachings to our children. And it just shows that between God and people, there's a certain love and relationship between them. The second text we see in here is from Deuteronomy. It says, "Thus Israel dwells in safety, untroubled in Jacob's abode, in a land of grain and wine, under heaven's dripping dew. O happy Israel, who is like you, a people delivered by the Lord, your protecting shield, your sword triumphant. Your enemies shall come cringing before you, and you shall tread on their backs." Now let's dive deeper into what that's saying. This text in Deuteronomy is all about safety. First line reads, "Thus Israel dwells in safety." God is protecting all the Israelites and Jews everywhere else by anything that can come their way. And we have to protect God by not saying anything bad about Him, being sinful, or doing anything sinful. So by that, we keep God safe and God keeps us safe. So it's a mutual agreement between the both of us. The text in this new God's tefillin is from Psalms. It reads, "May the Lord grant strength to His people. May the Lord bestow on His people well-being." Now let's dive deeper into what this is really saying. What I just read from Psalms is all about strength. First line reads, "May the Lord grant strength to His people." He gives us strength by being there for us whenever we need Him. We give Him strength by defending the land of Israel for Him because we want to keep it safe because He gave it to us. That's how it's mutual agreement between us and God. The fourth and final text is a new one that we have. It reads, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." Now let's dive deeper into what it really means. The text that I just read was from Romans 12:2. It's all about adapting to our world today. It reads on the first line, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind." Today and back when God gave us all His rules, it's different now. We have different technologies, different medicines, different everything, different way of life than we used to. And God's rules, yes, they still should apply, like do not murder, but some of the things don't apply today, and some things today God doesn't even know about. He didn't know about it when He was giving us the rules. So that's why the fourth one should be to transform and adapt to your situation now. Because if you don't adapt, you can't survive for a long time, and we want to keep growing the Jewish population. So that's how this really connects with God and the people of Israel and Jews everywhere else. Now I'm going to properly show you how to put on this new God's tefillin. It should always be hanging right here, and you have to grab it by the hanger. You take your right sleeve off first, and then the left. You make sure it's all clean and everything, no dirtiness. First, you put your right arm through. Right arm through, and then you put your left arm through. And now, with the robe, you could either go right over left or left over right. But you have to go right over left. And we say a prayer right there. So that's our first prayer. So it's left over right like this. So right now you should have it looking like this. And then we have these two things right here. We want to grab the left one first, make sure it's straight out, not like this, not like all curled up, straight out. Then you want to grab the right one and do the same. And for this, we're going to go left on top. So, left on top. Then we're going to say another prayer, and we're going to tie it. Just one good knot. See? Now, it should look like this. And now, see the sleeves, how it's not rolled up at all? This is when our third prayer is going to come in. And we're just going to roll, we're going to go right sleeve first. We're going to just roll it up once, and then left, as so. Now, there's one final component that we're missing, which is this little hood in the back. That's where our fourth prayer is going to come in. And we're going to grab our right side and our left side. We're going to look down for 2 seconds, for 5 seconds, same prayer, put it on our head, and then look up. Adjust it to however it has to be. Now, you should be all good. Now you've done all your prayers, you put on your tefillin. Now it's time to go to school. It's time to go to work. First thing you do, there's proper ways to take it off, and there's improper ways to take it off. The proper way to take off your hood is by grabbing the left and then the right, looking down, taking you off. The improper way is going like this, then going like that. Improper. So you want to go left, right, look down, go like this. And we're always going to go in reverse order, so we're not going to undo this right now. We're going to undo this. Undo our arms. So we did right then left, so now we're going to go left and right. So we're going to undo it like this, undo it like this, and now there's only 2 components left. Obviously, we have to start with the strings. You're going to grab it like this. I like this, so you have a little slack. You're going to take this one that's on the right side, hanging down the right side, you're going to put it through, then bam, you're good. But now, it's like this. All you have to do is take it with your right, take it with your left, and then you go left arm out first, then right arm out, hold it by the hood, grab your hanger wherever it is, put it through, and then you hang it up, and you get it ready for everyone for the next time you want to use your tefillin.